wise men say only fools rush. Well, we're back. I hope you enjoyed that part. What were we on? 5 right
We're
now.
on 5.
Let's get back to business. We're back with the lovely Dr. Kathryn Foster. I am Michael Kreitzinger. And getting back to business, we were talking about women's brain structures earlier, which was really, really fascinating. And reflecting on the unique gifts that women bring to the world and to relationships. And would you comment a little bit more on that?
I will. You know, empathy is really the diamond of all relational skills. It has to do with dropping your ego, with decentering yourself and coming over into the perspective of the other person.
Right.
So women already have a lot of that, but when they have a baby, then they are absolutely doused with empathy. And remember that empathy is the ability to get into somebody else's shoes. It's kind of more than compassion. But there's actually hundreds of studies that show that women have greater emotional responsiveness, greater nurturance. They feel motivated to help, to extend help. And you know, Darwin, back in 1871, you know, he was observing nature and people and animals and everything. And he noticed that the female gender was more tender and less selfish than her male counterpart. So he said, think about it. If any female did not respond quickly to her little one, she would lose him. So Mother Nature sensitized her, and she takes all that sensitivity into the romance.
Right.
So, you know, around the world, including in the United States, the #1 killer of kids is still accidents. So, like I say, Mother Nature made her able to slow down those accidents and make them a lot less than they would be.
Wow. Well, you're saying that, you know, men show empathy. Also, you're saying they show it in a different way?
Their empathy's different, you know. And this issue actually comes up in couples counseling all the time because men give what we call cognitive empathy and women expect emotional empathy.
Right.
So a man's empathy says, how can I fix it quick? And calls for an objective analysis. So just when the woman's presenting a problem and she's expecting that he's coming closer to her, he backs off, actually, and gets objective.
Right.
And she's expecting him to show validation, show sensitivity, but his kind of empathy doesn't necessarily even call for him to understand what she feels. So, men in romances often believe that a woman is angry with them. It's kind of a projection because men often show more anger. But when the woman's...
That's the anger.
Thank you.
That's the
excellent.
anger.
Excellent, thank you. We just need to stay right here. So when the woman's actually having much more refined feelings, you know, she may be feeling displaced or cheated. You know, there's 412 emotions.
412.
But a man who facilitates her talking more about those, about what she really feels and thinks, you know, becomes endeared to that woman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, opening up.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. Again, can't wait to hear more. And excuse me while I get back to business.